Welcome back. This is the fourth learning video in the Cross the Bridge online course video lecture series. This video is titled Intercultural Dialogue and thus focuses on communication skills needed for productive learning for both teachers and students in a multicultural classroom. It is very important for all the teachers who are working with students with a foreign background to experience intercultural activity and understand the cultural factors which may affect the communication between students and teachers. Intercultural dialogue is composed of different aspects which need to be understood in order to achieve successful communication between the student and the trainer. Intercultural dialogue practices are aimed at building bridges between different cultures, creating a common understanding and showing respect. According to the European Commission, intercultural dialogue is the exchange of views and opinions between different cultures. Unlike multiculturalism, where the focus is on the preservation of separate cultures, intercultural dialogue seeks to establish linkages and common ground between different cultures, communities and people, promoting understanding and interaction. The Council of Europe has outlined the description of conditions, the enabling factors, that characterise a true, meaningful, intercultural dialogue. Equal dignity of all participants. Voluntary engagement in dialogue. A mindset on both sides characterised by openness, curiosity and commitment, and the absence of a desire to win the dialogue. A readiness to look at both cultural similarities and differences. A minimum degree of knowledge about the distinguishing features of one's own and the other culture. The ability to find a common language for understanding and respecting cultural differences. As outlined in the definition and features of intercultural dialogue, all parties need to contribute and be aware of each other. In the context of a classroom or a school environment in general, this means that both teachers and students should work towards establishing a healthy way of communication. Here are the thoughts of one German teacher on the subject of intercultural dialogue. There are some qualities that both parties should work towards obtaining. These are the knowledge that perception is often different and selective. The knowledge that behaviour and gestures are often differently interpreted. The knowledge that statements, speech, and expressions are often very different. Some skills, specifically teachers and trainers, working with students with a foreign background should have are being able to properly assess needs, values, and expectations of students. Being able to maintain a capacity for empathy. A skill that specifically students with a foreign background ought to build is willingness to accept a democratic and multicultural way of life that includes equal rights for women and men. According to an Italian teacher, a teacher must be aware that the classroom is rich with cultural knowledge and experiences. The challenge for the teacher as a facilitator, therefore, is to provide a teaching environment that taps into this cultural diversity to welcome diversity through affirmation of differing cultural perspectives and to enable students to share those perspectives with the class. Further to this, the culturally diverse classroom presents an opportunity to experience and demonstrate the creation of culturally synergistic solutions in task-oriented group settings. There are a number of established methods of teaching intercultural skills, including role plays, simulations, sensitivity training, field methods. The teacher outlines 4 key skills a teacher working with students with a foreign background needs. The capability to shift cultural perspective and adapt or bridge behaviour to cultural commonality and difference. A deep understanding of the experiences of people from different cultural communities with respect to perceptions, values, beliefs, and practices. The ability to behaviourally shift across various cultural differences. The ability to increase international and cross-cultural tolerance and understanding. The same teacher also outlines 4 skills students should work towards building in order to facilitate intercultural dialogue. The ability to require the requisite knowledge and skills for successful social interactions with host nationals, both verbal and non-verbal. Knowledge of the language and cultural aspects of the host country, which will lead to decreased intercultural social anxiety by increasing social confidence. An understanding that their culture is one of many cultures in the world and becoming accepting towards other cultures. Intercultural communicative competence to raise the students' awareness of their own culture and help them interpret and understand other cultures. A teacher from Cyprus confirms the sentiment present in previous statements. According to them, the teacher must be able to understand and accept the differences in a multicultural environment. In their opinion, students should develop tolerance towards different ideas and practices regarding everyday aspects of life, communication skills that will allow students to understand each other, ICT skills. Thank you for watching this learning video. We hope you gained some valuable insight. Next time, we will talk about creating favourable teaching conditions. We remind you to engage with the other course material in this unit before proceeding with the video lectures.